ครับ Hi there. It's my pleasure to meet all of you. Welcome to the e-learning course. My name is Surachet Aramlak. I'm your moderator for this e-learning. This course will lead everyone to learn about soil. The specialty of this learning will enable you all to diagnose soil limitations and have guidelines for managing soil resources by yourself. This course names the development of diagnostic skills of soil limitations for sustainable agriculture. Just so you know, here is a little introduction to soil. Soil refers to naturally occurring bodies that form layers, starting from a mixture of various minerals that is broken into small pieces and decaying organic matter until it forms a thin layer covering the earth. And when there is an appropriate amount of air and water, it will help in the growth of plants. Soil is therefore a dynamic ecosystem. It is the source of 4 human necessities like food, clothing, housing, and medicine. Alright guys, let me talk a little bit about how soil is important in your everyday life. Soil plays essential roles in many more perspectives than we can imagine. Firstly, soil as a media for plant growth. Let me put it this way. The soil mass provides physical support for the root system, so root restriction is likely to be more common in the shallower soil. Pore size distributed in soil provides a pore network to store and exchange the air and water from the soil to the environment and vice versa. The soil also moderates temperature fluctuation through its insulating properties, thereby protecting the deeper portion of the plant root system from the extremes of hot and cold of the weather that usually occur at the soil surface. Besides the physical support, air, water, and compromising the temperature, soil supply plants with mineral nutrition. For plant growth, soil plays an important role in the adhesion of plant roots, water and air reservoir, as well as being an important source of nutrients. Out of 92 naturally occurring chemical elements, 17 have been proven to be essential elements, meaning that the plants cannot survive and complete their life cycle without them. Plants can indeed be grown in the nutrient solution, commonly known as hydroponics. But the plant support function of soils must be engineered into the well-designed system, thereby maintaining a high cost of time, energy, and management. Soil as a regulator of water supplies. For this aspect, let me give you a really easy example. Suppose the water is contaminated. When it wets through the upper layer of the soils, the water will be purified and cleaned with the soil processes that remove impurities and eliminate those potential disease organisms. Soil as a recycler of the raw materials. With this aspect, all of us can imagine if we could live without soil. What would the world be like with more than 1 billion tons of plant and animal waste and cost? Soils have a high capacity to turn those organic waste into beneficial organic matter, which is really important component of soil to function well. This has a major impact on such global changes as the much attention of carbon net zero agenda. Besides what we are discussing now, the soil is known as a modifier of the atmosphere, habitats for life, and of course, the engineering medium for the construction. Speaking of how the importance of soil, it may take us so long to digest all the relevant information. Let me put in other ways to think about soil more easily. Let's say you have food now on your table. In your plate, all carbohydrates, proteins, vegetables, and fruits are directly or indirectly derived from the soil. We all then need to pay more attention to the soil in the long run. Sustainable farming in a manner consistent with biocircular green economy and sustainable development goals, we totally need to understand soil resources and wisely use them in order to achieve such the goals and the concept. We actually not soil scientists, but we all will be doomed without soil. So let's start looking into your soil and learn how to take care of the soil resources for our better future. Alright, you guys, here is the thing. If this is your first time you need to know about soil, you have experienced some soil limitation, you totally need to take this advantage of soil limitation diagnostic skills. This course is the best fit for you. Come join us the track and don't miss it absolutely. What everyone needs to prepare from now on in order to achieve your learning goals is the attitude to create an understanding of the nature of soil resources and be ready to take action with us. Here is all chapter introduction. The course consists of 9 chapters. However, the content-specific chapters will eventually be incorporated as tools to develop soil limitation diagnostic skills. Chapter 1 that I'm presenting is an introduction of course and a pre-test. Chapter 2, let's get to know more about the soil. This chapter is totally good for those who are absolute beginners. Chapter 3 provides an understanding of the definitions of soil limitations and soil quality. Chapter 4, 5, and 6 will present simple techniques for diagnosing physical, chemical, and biological soil limitations. Chapter 7 and 8 will take you virtually to the field to analyze soil constraints from the soil quality assessment. Then jointly consider management approaches. Guaranteed fun, don't miss it. Chapter 9 is the final chapter that will prove when everyone has learned from this course, what are the learning outcomes you get. Alright, everyone arrived at the important time. Take it easy and of course, take the pre-test before class. After the test, please keep the scores to compare with when you have learned from all the contents of this course. In the next chapter, let's get to know more about the soil. Leaving your home to collect soil samples, let's make observations about the soil with us. For this chapter, the time has run out. Bye for now. See you all again.